I just want to give a little context for the video you're about to see with Howard Pittman. I actually flew out to meet with him in June of 2015. On August 3rd, 1979, he had a physical attack in his body where a major artery erupted, and they basically judged him to be clinically dead. It was the encounter that he had after that when his spirit left his body. I first saw Howard Pittman on the 700 Club in 1980. I actually reached out to CBN to see if they could find that old footage. They were unable to, but it was riveting. There's something about when someone has had a near-death experience that's very genuine that grabs you. So this has some intense subject matter. It's very disturbing. There's nothing I've found that Howard Pittman has said that is not biblical, but it certainly flies in the face of religious tradition. He was a bivocational pastor. He was a law enforcement officer. He was a good man and a moral man, and has children of his own biologically. He's gone to be with the Lord now in 2019. But they adopted, I believe, 32 foster children through their care. Good people, and yet when he left his body and the Lord began to encounter him, he said his life was an abomination because he served him in a pharisaical fashion of dead works. So there's so much more that I could say, but I wanted you to understand the context. It is one of the most riveting things. I could say a lot more, but I want to have you be able to get right into the video, and I trust that it'll be a blessing to you. Okay, Brother Howard, I thought if we could just start from the beginning. And you had an encounter where something physically happened. Could you share that story with us?
Yeah, this was on August 3rd, 1979. I was involved at that time in a political campaign. I was running for sheriff, office of criminal sheriff. And there was about 7 of us in the race. The primary election was going to be held on August 7th, 1979. And on the first day of August, we took a little unofficial poll. According to that poll, I was one of the leading candidates that was going to be involved in that. And there was one particular bank in the community that was very important in politics. And I had a niece that worked in that bank, and she made an appointment for me with the president and some of the members of the board of directors, trying to solicit their support for my campaign. And I went down that morning. I got up. I wasn't sick, wasn't different from any other morning. I was slightly nauseated because of sinus problems. I'd had sinus problems for years, and this is sinus country. Here, it's what they call the Pine Belt. And the doctors say there's no allergy like pine allergy, So anyway, I skipped breakfast and went to town to keep my appointment. And when I arrived at the bank, my niece, who worked in the bank, looked out through the plate glass window. She saw me coming. I got out of my car and went across the street. And she got up from her desk and came to the door to greet me.